This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where tonight my friends and I will be playing the Magnus Archives role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is entitled The Resurrection Mound. It's from the core rulebook with Monte Cook, Jonathan Sims, and Alexander J. Newall as the creators. It's available from Monte Cook Games and also from Drive-Thru RPG. Our game master is Mike Machen, and this is episode 2. Our recap will be given by Tyler Hudak as his character, Ethan Caldwell. So without any further delay, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Tyler?
Statement of Ethan Caldwell regarding the events surrounding what we are tentatively calling the Resurrection Mound. It started with a tape, like many of our investigations do. A woman named Karen Zhang, house on Stonecrest Lane on the southern outskirts of town. About a month ago, red and green hornet-like insects began appearing in her garden. They built a mound, reddish-brown, hard, riddled with finger-sized holes. She described it like carcinoma, but that detail felt unnecessary. She and her husband Thom contacted Beacon & Howe Pest Control, who removed the nest. Dug it up intact, no protective equipment, no invoice. Within a week, it returned larger than before. She stated how the insects dragged a dead squirrel towards the mound. Later, the same squirrel was seen moving again, an insect crawling from its mouth. Her husband Thom went to confront Beacon & Howe, but he was unfortunately killed in a hit and run on the way home. 9 days later, the mound stood 3 feet tall. She intended to scatter his ashes over it. This was our case. We split our efforts. Mortimer went to consult the university's entomologist. The description didn't match any known local species, maybe invasive, possibly parasitic. He acquired collection equipment, nets, containers, gloves, basically your standard precautions. On his way, a faculty member, Dr. William Besner, collapsed on campus. An ambulance took him away, a suspected heart attack. But one of the paramedics watched Mortimer a little too closely before leaving. It may have meant nothing. It probably meant nothing. Rory began digging into Beacon & Howe. The company technically exists. It has a minimal website, no meaningful digital footprint, one 2-star review written by Tom Jong ending with, "They never charged me anyway." In the archives, Rory found a 2018 statement about them from another client. Unconventional removal of an infestation. Sebastian searched folklore parallels. Some potential leads, but probably not. Scarabs, devil's coach, horse beetles, mosquito legends tied to death and rebirth. He even located the photograph from South Dakota which Karen Jong had mentioned. A similar mound burned out by fire. Nothing more than that. This may also mean nothing. Melanie and I went to speak with Mrs. Jong directly. About a block from the Jongs, we saw a Beacon & Howe truck at a neighbor's house, putting a large mound of dirt into the back of their truck. We didn't have time to follow it, but does this mean there are more mounds? Her son Nicholas answered the door. He looked tired. Not sick exactly, not injured. Just pale in that way children sometimes are when they haven't been sleeping properly. It took a little convincing, but he eventually got Karen, his mom. She was grieving for sure, exhausted, focused, not on her husband's death or the mound, but down her hallway, as if something or someone were there. She also didn't want us around, so we left the house before anything escalated. Something is off. Both of them seem exhausted, out of it. Karen also referred to her husband in the present. Maybe it's grief or longing or habit. I hope so. Everyone else arrived as we were leaving the house. In the backyard, we finally saw the mound for ourselves, and it was larger than described on the tape. 6 feet tall, perhaps more, wasps flying all around it. We have more questions than ever before. What is this? Are there more? We need to find out.
Wonderful.
My
Thank you so
goodness,
much,
it's
Tyler.
huge. It's
And
huge.
There it is.
Yeah.
It stands, you can see the height of it. It stands just over the edge of the fence behind it. And you can see as the five of you stand just at the very edge of the yard looking towards it, you can see the child's swing set, the patio, barbecue off to the side, the shrubberies and trees. And there amidst at the very, very back of the yard, it is enormous. It's not very wide necessarily. It's maybe a foot wide, a foot in diameter perhaps, but the height of it just piling up and moving up this strange alien like hive.
Okay, so
Is
I'm
it-
basically got my phone out and I'm trying to get as many pictures of it as I can.
I'm warning
Is
you,
it-
don't get too
is it-
close, Dr. Mel. Nobody get too close till we know what we're dealing with here.
Okay.
Is it smooth like a hump, or is
No.
it like
It's
a
more like
tower?
more like a tower. Yeah, absolutely. It is
So-
like a
and they're swarming around the top.
monolithic. They're swarming.
Oh.
You can see all around it big clouds of
I better.
wasps.
I'll put on this suit that he gave me for
Yeah.
protection.
How big are the insects?
Yeah. The insects are ranged from maybe the nail on your thumb to a little bit bigger, maybe.
Okay, so standard hornet size.
Yeah,
Yeah.
standard
Okay.
hornet.
So
So
does the mound itself kind of resemble like what a termite mound might look like if it got tall enough?
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, something very
except
close
that it
to
has little finger holes. All
It's
over
got
it,
all these little little
like a
places. that
Swiss
they-
cheese.
Is there any pattern to the hole's formation or location? Like
You'd have to-
suggestive, intelligent design, or just kind
Yeah.
of random stuff?
You'd have to get a little closer to see.
Well,
that.
I am actually
Well,
kind of doing that.
yeah.
No,
all
no,
right.
no. You need a suit. If they're like the hornets that have been, like, were on the back of the college property, none of them are coming here at this point. But if you get to a certain point close to them, then they will send out, scouts to chase you away. At least that's the way the normal hornets work. But let me put on the suit. So I'm putting on like, the
Rory's
beekeeper
handing
suit.
out suits to everyone. We have
Yeah.
enough for everyone. I think we should take.
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna suit up. I
on.
want to get a closer look at it.
Yeah, I
Well-
definitely have my phone out with my once I have my suit on, I've got my phone out in my
Yep.
gloved hands, and I'm trying to approach cautiously and take pictures, but I also am taking a video so I can get an idea of how these things are behaving.
No, step by step. Please stay back.
Yeah,
Let's
don't
establish
rush
what
it.
Let's see what the perimeter is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually not putting on a suit. I'm staying back. My concern more is if Karen comes out or somebody else comes, I don't want them to disturb you all.
Okay, so I'm going to think of
So
this then
I'll-
as Ethan staying close to the kind of the corner of the house where
Yeah.
you guys have gone around. The other four of you are suiting up. You can see you're kind of alongside the back deck, and you can see to your right you can see the barbecue on the deck. Right behind the deck, you can see the kids' swing set, some trees on the left going deeper into the yard, and then in the far back right corner of the yard, you can see this monolithic resurrection mound.
So
Okay.
I'll start to we'll form kind of a V shape as we're going forward. I've got the net in my hand and a collection jar.
So are you in the
We're
front?
going-
Mortimer?
I'm in the front, yes,
the V,
and I'm going
yeah.
to start slowly moving forward, step by step, slowly. And what I'm waiting for is the first one to come and investigate us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she did say in her letter that in her recording that they would sting you.
Yeah, and
So-
the suits you have have a screen on them, obviously, for you to see.
Right.
They cover your head, they cover your arms. I'm imagining that you guys have some kind
There's
of thick
gloves.
Yeah.
on.
There's
Gloves,
gloves,
yes.
yeah.
Like a
Likely-
beekeeper's outfit.
Yeah.
Rory looks down and goes, "Oh shite!" The suit that he grabbed, somebody had embroidered "Bee Lady."
Be a lady? No, be
Bee
a
Lady.
Bee lady.
Today was a good day to save the bees.
Wouldn't that be Queen Bee?
Mhm.
Maybe that's right. He's trying to read it upside
so
down.
we-
Maybe that's what-
So behind Mortimer, who's walking to his left and right behind him?
I'll be on his right hand side, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
I'm hanging toward the back because I'm really just here to record.
So maybe it's more like a diamond than
Sebastian and Roy.
Yeah.
On either side.
So the question now is, well, first of all, I'm going to be looking at the ground to see if there's any evidence of something. But then I want to know when the bees first notice me and start
you're watching, and you can see there's a few kids' toys. There's a little toy truck and some cars off to the side, and sure enough, as you get closer to the edge of the deck, you can see there's a kid's sandbox and a few things spilling out of it. It looks like it's been left in a little bit of chaos, obviously, lately.
No animals
that you can see at the moment. Maybe I'll give you a task to roll for perception, maybe.
Okay. Just
all of us,
or all of us?
We'll start with Mortimer for it.
Wait.
Okay.
It just as he's.
What am I rolling? What
You're going to roll a
Perception.
D20. It's going to be a. Let me just see what it is. It's going to be a level 2 task. You know what? Actually, we're going to have it as a level 4 task. Sorry.
So 40% or lower?
No, in this case, we're looking for a 12 or up.
12 or
Unless
higher.
you have perception as a skill.
They do not. Okay. No. So I'm missing something.
What did you like? And I should mention that you know what? I'm going to hold off my comment until I hear. Well, I do need to know your number though that you roll.
I got a 7.
You got a 7. Okay, sounds good. A 1 or a 2 right outside the horror mode activated, so you went up to a 2.
Right.
And as you're watching around and looking around for any signs of critters or anything else moving in the yard, you're slowly, step by step, getting a little bit closer. You get about to the edge of the deck when Mortimer hears it first, and it's a low thump. And you hear it coming from the far side of the yard, and it's almost like a heartbeat emanating from the mound.
Okay, and I can feel it more than I can.
Yeah, then you can
It's
hear it
low,
at first. It's very low right now, and as you step forward again, the other 3 can hear it now as well. From where Ethan stands, Ethan, you see them kind of exchange glances up at the front by the deck, but inside the house you hear a little bit of movement, and for a second you have the impression, looking at the blinds on the kind of kitchen door, there's like a window in the center of it with blinds covered. It's almost like something pushes the blinds against the window itself and then releases and pulls back.
So my pole with the net is probably 10 feet long. Like this. Do I see any insects flying in that range? Or are they still?
They're still a little bit further in. Yeah, you're carefully monitoring the distance between here and there and the edge of the yard. Something about that heartbeat, as you hear it, there's a malevolence in it that you hear and understand, and there's something very wrong here. And I think that's the point where we're going to up the horror mode again. So now at this point, a roll of 1, 2, or 3 are going to trigger intrusions.
Okay,
right.
So
you hear that? Yes.
I actually I've got a video going. I'm like, I have a video going, so with any luck, it should end up on the. We should have evidence.
Yeah, looking at your screen as you hold it up, you can see it almost looks surreal holding it up as you take each cautious step forward. You can see the mound. Maybe you zoom in on it for a brief second and then pull back out, and it looks absolutely alien in this suburban backyard. Yeah,
I'm definitely taking a few pictures. Can I also do perception, because I am trained in that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're glancing around the yard, or what? Yeah, what are you doing perception? Yeah, tell me.
Basically, I'm trying to see, aside from the thumping and that window stuff, is there anything else about the mound or thereabouts that maybe people have missed already? Wasp behavior, something that might have wandered up that we didn't notice, or trying to get an idea of okay, I can see what they're doing, but is there something that just seems a little bit hinky about all this?
Okay. Yeah, give me a roll. It's
What would be the?
it's gonna be a 2, level 2. I think you described something different than what Mortimer was looking for. So I think in your case it's just going to be a 2, but you are going to get a different answer than I would have given him.
Okay, so then
So 6 is what you're.
All right, so and that's with perception. That's a skill.
With perception is going to bounce down to a 3.
Okay. Okay. Oops. Hold on. Roll. Haha. 15.
15. Okay. Your group's kind of just passing the deck towards it, getting into the deeper part of the backyard. And as the others keep our kind of eyes focused on the mound and on the bugs flying around, you're looking around the yard, looking around the garden, trying to find. And to your right, under the front end of the deck, you can see that there are empty containers, and you can see it looks like pesticide containers. You can see there is a shovel sitting there, and it's likely stuff that Thom Jong himself was trying to deal with this himself, at least at some point. You can see, it looks like insecticide. There's a pitchfork lying there as well.
Okay. I kind of nudge Rory and kind of head tilt toward that general vicinity so you can kind of see what I'm looking at.
Looks like he got some stuff to take care of it himself before. Is that what you're saying?
He was trying, obviously.
I'm guessing, I mean, this stuff's looks like it should do the trick, but it apparently didn't. You had to call in the weirdos from Beacon.
Just past it, you can see there's a rolled up hose as well, just sitting plugged into the faucet of the house.
Well,
now,
we see one burned out with fire. I wonder if that takes care of them. I don't know. Maybe the water doesn't work on them either.
Well, there's not many things that can resist fire as a deterrent.
Professor, I mean, I don't know a lot of science like you guys do, but I did watch some nature shows, and I've seen that the bees and the hornets, they all communicate with each other like a hive mind through like pheromones and chemicals in the air. Do you think if we take some away, they're going to follow us, or?
I don't know. I'm going to put them in the jar. They shouldn't be able to smell anything inside the jar.
Right.
But I definitely want to get some to
bees use pheromones, but they also use dancing. Ants really rely on pheromones and the signals from their antenna.
I don't think these are. I feel like, and we're moving together all at the same time.
As you keep getting closer,
that the entomologist would have recognized, at least partially what they were, and he had no idea.
Well, perhaps if we can get him a sample, he might be able to tell us more. Because the photos you sent in the group chat, some of them are very pretty, but they certainly don't match this.
You said that that one of the accounts didn't say bees; it said flies. These could very well be some species of fly.
Yeah, that was the testimony of Leroy Kolb, who'd employed Beacon and Howe a few years ago for a fly infestation.
Yeah, that's what I found.
Some people don't see the difference.
I didn't see any mention of color, like a color in that statement that matched the color.
Sebastian, could I offer you a GM intrusion?
Sure.
What that means is that something's going to happen that's going to affect you. If you are willing to take it, then you'll get an XP, and you get an XP to give to another player.
Sure, I guess I might as well.
Yeah,
I was going to do something, but if you want to throw something at me, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll maybe it's something you can still work with, because as your group gets closer, it just happens to catch your eye that of the maybe what's the word? Oh, sorry, okay, well, maybe one of them has flied off, a vanguard has kind of split off from the rest and has, and you just happen to notice just right by your elbow, it has landed on the suit that you're wearing.
Oh, okay.
And you see it just kind of begin to crawl around. And
well, I'll do what Troy sometimes does with wasps. I'm not going to try to swat it. I'm just going to put my hand in its path and see if I can encourage it to crawl up to my hand. And if it does, then I'll raise my hand up to the eye level so I can get a better look at it. And I'm just going to be very slow and careful with it.
Yeah. Who's the other XP going to go to?
Let's see. You've all been doing tons of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
If I could make a suggestion,
Yep.
I remember watching once, if you want to get rid of something that could sting you, a lot of these flightless, these winged insects, if you blow like a wind coming, they'll pick it up and they'll fly away if you need to get rid of it, rather than trying to swat it and getting stung.
Well, it's good that this happened because this is actually will tie into what I wanted to do anyways, because I can get a closer look. So there's something I was going to ask you about. I'm going to give the XP to Ethan because he's a suffering fellow. And I liked all that horrible shit he went through in the last session, and I remember that stuff. I was going like, wow, this guy's life really sucks.
Oh.
It stuck with me. So this is a delayed XP for just how horrible your life is.
Sebastian also has a screen over his face.
Yeah.
So what
it's not going to work.
So what I want to do, Mike. What I want to do,
well,
Mike.
it's a screen. It's like a mesh. You can blow through the mesh.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So what I want to do, Mike, is I have an ability under folklorist in this case called supernatural comprehension, where you observe something for a little while. And I was going to look at the mound and listen to the heartbeat and the movement of the bugs and look at the critter and try to get a sense of respiration, like is it a living, breathing entity, and the way the creature's behaving, so that I can use the ability, which requires you to look at stuff for a little while.
Okay, yeah.
And what it does, if you don't know, because why would you have memorized all the abilities in the book? I'll just read it to you.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, so you identify the parameters of an unnatural effect within an intermediate distance, like a curse, the presence of something inhuman, or a spell. Requires a minute of study and reflection.
Okay.
So that's
I think you're looking at it, and the biggest thing you're taking away from it is that's definitely unnatural, and you get the feeling that it might not align to any other existing creature. Its existence here might be completely supernatural.
Well, I'm worrying about the heartbeat too. Like, is that is that heartbeat coming from the mound, or is that heartbeat projecting somewhere?
It's coming from the mound, but it's coming from inside the mound.
Right, which shouldn't happen because with a heartbeat. Yeah, so there's no way this thing is natural, which is important. Is there a curse? Some kind of curse going on here?
No, I don't think it is a curse.
Okay. All right. How's the little guy responding?
He's been joined by a friend. And now there's two of them just kind of moving across your hand, and you just kind of glance around and kind of pull back, realizing that there's two or three others just on your shoulder coming around in front.
Okay, I'm going to start backing up. I'm not blowing on these guys.
Are you telling any of us?
Yeah, well, obviously Rory noticed because he suggested I blow on it. I'm backing up, guys. I seem to be collecting some friends.
So I see.
Hold on. I'm going to pull out the jar and see if I can. It's easier than catching them in a net. I'm going to come up to one of them. And if I can get two of them, then I'll lock them in the jar.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have you give me an attack roll for that, and we'll see. So
Great. I'm provoking them to World War III with us.
It might be, yeah. So roll a d20. It is a 4, I think I said for the. Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, I have them written down here. Level 3 to catch them.
Level 3, so that's 9, right?
Yep, you got it.
And
if you want to expend effort, you can try to really clamp down on them hard with might, or I'd let you spend speed if you want to exert a level. I'm trying to think of in your character's case, so you'd spend 3 points from your speed pool and get a level of effort on it that would knock it down to a 6.
Okay. I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And I spend three speed, yes.
So can I, because he's trying to get them off me, can I help to give him another level knockdown?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as you assist, you've got it up on your hand, so you carefully kind of guide it towards them.
Yep.
Okay, so I actually spin to sort of make sure that this is caught on camera.
Yeah, and Ethan, you see that press up against the window again, and something pulled back. You think for a second that there's a few of these wasps inside the house buzzing between the pane and between the blinds.
The back door. It's there's a porch back there, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna, as they're all doing their thing, I'm gonna kind of wander around and slowly move up the porch. Not getting like right in front of the door.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple feet back just to get a better view.
Yeah, sounds good. Go ahead, Thom. What do you?
I rolled a 3.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
That's bad. That's really bad.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. And you are getting lined up, and just as you go, the two bugs pick up and lift off around, but you feel for a second like you feel something almost crawling on you, and feel as though it's like under your suit, crawling up your leg.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Oh yeah.
So it was a 9, and I reduced it to a 6, and then didn't he reduce it to a 3?
Yes, he did.
Okay. So yeah, and here's the weird thing is that I was thinking it triggers the horror mode. Let's retcon that. Let's move that back a second.
Doesn't it do both?
It does both.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
so
you
that's
succeed
the catch.
in horror mode.
Is that you catch it and you barely clamp down on it, and you see the two things bouncing around in it, but you have this sudden sensation at the same time that one of these things is crawling up your pant leg. So I'm going to have you take 1 point of stress just as you are experiencing that. Thank you, Thom, and for everyone for your patience there. Yeah.
For stress? Oh,
I had it in my head still that it was 6, and no, it was 3. So.
And then I screw the lid on tight.
Yeah.
And I think there's one inside my suit, though I don't know how it got there.
Where?
I'm going to start backing away. My leg.
And
Okay, whoa, slow down. Let me check. Which leg?
My right leg.
I don't want to do a pat down because I don't want to get him stung, but
Yeah.
I'll just kind of like
fabric.
shake it a bit to see if there's a way to see if there's something in
And
there.
as you start doing that, Melanie and Rory, you both see the two clouds, or sorry, this clouds of wasps swirling around the thing. Suddenly, their movement picks up speed and they start swirling quicker. And you can see both swarms move towards your group.
Okay,
Oh, God.
everyone,
All right.
stay calm, but back up quickly.
Slowly back up to the front yard, everybody.
And
Backwards.
I'm going to have you guys roll initiative at this point. So that's going to be on the D20. You're rolling. Go ahead.
I am trained in this.
So you're going to be rolling against a 6. Everybody else is going to be rolling against 9, and this will be determine whether you go before them or after them. Essentially,
Okay.
Is this a
I'm
speed
trained in
test?
initiative too.
yes, it is a speed test. Yeah,
I'm
you
trained
can
in
burn
initiative
speed,
as
right?
well.
yeah. You can spend speed to
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so you said I'm rolling against a 6?
Yep.
Okay.
I
Roll
think
a
I have
20.
too. I have initiative too, so I'm initiative skill.
What
7.
am I rolling against?
You're rolling D20, probably against a 9 to be at.
I got a 17.
I got an 18.
I got a 15, so yeah, I think we're
18.
good.
Wow, I think everyone across the board is. So you can tell the bugs are in attack mode now. They have noticed you. You feel that heartbeat still like impacting against you. Who wants to go? Who got the 20? Ethan got the 20.
Yep.
Let's start with Ethan, and then we'll go from there and let everyone else pick where they land. So,
So I was on the
yeah, you're up on the deck. You're
the
almost
deck.
like up against where the door is, but you're not in sight. You're not ready to.
As soon as I hear Melanie say they're coming after us or whatever, knowing that I'm not in a suit, I'm jumping over the railing of the deck and heading towards the front
Okay.
as far as I can get.
Okay, sounds good. And you roll a 20, so I think you immediately back off from it. And as you do so, you get a glimpse of just kind of maybe a half look behind you as you go for it and hop over it, that you see a humanish silhouette against the window behind those blinds, just moving against it, and it kind of loses form as it pushes the blinds up against the window. And in the meantime, you've very narrowly hopped over the side of it, landed in the grass, and are circling around towards the front yard.
Okay.
And the rest of you.
Okay. I'm probably gonna reach the fence next because I'm in the back.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep my video going, but I'm gonna reach behind me to unlatch the fence to back myself out.
Okay, so right now you're halfway through the yard. You're almost.
Oh, okay.
You're in the middle. So you're pulling back towards the deck. Are you backing away, or are you gonna?
I'm backing away, but I'm doing it in a way that I want him to get as much of this on camera as I can.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Mortimer, Sebastian, and Rory.
Well, I got an H on. Oh, go ahead.
They're ahead of me at this point.
Not too worried about you're all ahead of the bugs, so that's the important part.
Do I still feel it crawling inside my...
Yeah, you do.
I think I'm behind, I know Melanie's a little ahead of us. I'm behind Seb and Mortimer, and I'm kind of like, not pushing them, but...
getting us to move.
Yeah, I'm behind them, but I'm taking up the rear.
Okay.
As we run out of here.
Yeah.
So let's get out. Let's get to the front yard. Get to the street.
Yeah.
So what would I roll? In Call of Cthulhu, I'd roll willpower to see if I can resist slapping the spot where the bug is.
In this case, it's going to be intellect defense. So against your intellect pool to... Yeah.
My pool is 16.
Yep. So and it's going to go with their challenge. So I'm going to make it the 9 you want to hit in order to succeed. But if you have any kind of benefits to intellect defense, if you're skilled in it, or
you can burn the pool,
or you can burn some intellect points to.
Yep.
I'm going to spend 3 intellect points.
You only have to spend 2 because you got edge.
You have edge in intellect, I believe. So yeah. That's
yeah.
2.
So I spend 2.
Yep, and that's going to drop our number down to a 6. And that's going to...
Let's see how I do. Oh, it landed right on the edge. It landed on the coil on my paper. 17.
No.
17?
I'm going to start slapping it, probably.
Yeah, and you have that feeling of heebie-jeebies kind of when you feel like it's underneath where it shouldn't be, and you're not even so completely convinced that it really is under your leg, but just from looking at them, it seems to have passed this feeling of skin crawling horror onto you.
Probably my next move then would be to tear off the protective pants.
Well, but you passed the test though.
Yeah, you passed the. You
don't have to do it.
You're fine. You're controlling yourself. You're just. I
got a 17.
Yep, that's
you made
success.
it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, you're aiming high. We want to roll high. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. No, you're doing great.
I'm sorry. I'm still getting the system.
Yeah, absolutely. No, this is a roll high. Yeah, all good. So Sebastian Saint Laurent.
I'm booking it. Yep.
You're okay. So are you full on turn and tail and running?
Well, see, I'm not really an expert on Bugs, the character.
Yeah.
But he doesn't think they're like predatory, dogs or cats that are addicted to chasing visual cues. They're territorial. So I'm just gonna run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
And if they go after me, that kind of sucks. But
well, I mean, wasps will follow you quite a distance.
I'm heading to the van. Is what I'm heading. We had a van, right?
Yep. The van on side, yeah. So I am going to have Sebastian Saint Laurent and Mortimer Bosch both make speed defense rolls as the swarms come towards the two of you.
Okay.
So again, you're going to roll a d20. We're going against, and
what's the target number?
Them here. The target number is 9 again.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll spend another 3 speed to get it down to 6.
Okay.
Speed is just going out the window. Oh, 9. Whew, I'm glad I did that.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're still going to take 1 stress from feeling them chasing after behind you.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Mortimer, go ahead and roll. We're looking for a 9 or above for you, unless you want to spend some speed points.
I got a 15.
Nice. Okay, yes. Again, you'll take another stress, and you still have that skin crawling feeling, but you're able to act. You're just dealing with that at the same time.
I think when I get to the van, I'm going to tear off the pants.
You're doing everything you can to hold on to.
Yeah.
At the very edge of the yard, as Rory and Dr. Melanie are leading the way with Ethan and Sebastian right behind them, I'm going to offer. I think Rory, Rory, you were kind of pushing the
I'm
others?
behind them.
You're behind them. Okay. You know what?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to have you roll a speed defense too, as they're swarming you.
Okay.
It's definitely Ethan and Dr. Melanie at the front. Sorry.
Okay, so what's my tier or my
It's going to be you're rolling against level 3, so now you're looking to get
3?
a 9 or higher. Yep.
Okay, I have speed. I'm gonna lower. Yeah, I have. No, I don't have speed defense, but I have I have an edge in speed, so I can spend 2.
Yep, you got it.
Yep.
So that'll take it down to
6. Yep.
Yeah, they are swarming all around you. You can see that there's so many of these bugs in the air around you, it almost starts to block your visual range to the others.
that's a 12, so I'm okay.
You are okay, and yeah, you're going to take a stress as well, just from being swarmed. Ethan, would you accept a GM intrusion?
Uh-oh.
Sure.
Yeah, this will be a 1 XP for you and 1 XP for you to give to someone else.
I think I will give it to Rory because he's kind of leading up the pack.
Yeah, he's being the hero.
You're the first, as you jump off the deck and tear away towards the side of the house, you hear the hiss of a cat from the ground in front of you, and you can see a bedraggled looking cat, kind of growling at you from the lawn. You can see it looks like it has some tire marks on the side of it and matted hair, and it stares at you with pure malevolence.
Like it's in front of me. Like
it's in front of you, blocking your path out of the yard.
Okay. Then I think I would probably continue to move forward, just because, again, not suited up. But I am going to. I actually thought about physically moving the cat out of the way. I don't know if I can do that. My first gut instinct is just to jump over it and keep going and hope that it doesn't attack me, or if it does, that I dodge it essentially.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna have you roll a might test to jump over it. Then I think.
Okay. What's the?
I'm just looking that up here, and it is going to be level 2. So yeah, you're looking at 6. A 6 or up to jump over it. It's not too
I won't
hard.
spend anything for that. Rolled a 1.
Oh,
went from 20 to a 1.
Oh,
Yeah, you if you're okay with it, you go to jump over it, and your foot hits that toy truck that's been left in the grass, and it swings on the things,
damn it.
and you swing over backwards to fall on your back. I'm gonna give you 2 stress for that, and then the cat pounces on you while you're down.
Okay, so one question. So that means I'm at 3 points of stress.
Yes.
So that also means that I'm at a 1 for stress level?
Yes, that is correct. Yeah,
Okay.
and that's going to mean that's going to be a level of hindrance against future tasks.
Does this count as them having a level of supernatural stress?
Yes, this will for sure.
Want to
yes,
mark off one of your
because,
10 boxes?
because part of that one stress is from the fall, and one of it is from realizing that this cat is definitely dead and been a beneficiary of the Resurrection Mound.
And so I just to make sure I'm marking 1 level of stress and 1 of the stress required from supernatural.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes,
right.
yeah, you got it. The cat jumps on you. So as you slip down in the grass, Dr. Baudry is right coming up behind you as this undead cat jumps onto your chest. I'm gonna have you roll speed defense to avoid its claws.
Okay.
And then we'll go to everybody.
I am going to blow 3 points of speed to bump that down a level.
Oh, that's actually for Ethan rather than you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's on him.
Okay.
What am I?
Oh, sorry. I'll have you roll a speed defense task.
Yeah, I know. What?
Oh, it was level 2 again, so it is just a 6 you need to get over.
Okay. Ooh, I got exactly a 6.
Okay, I'm glad. And so it scratches at you, but you're able to turn, and it just barely catches the side of your shirt. Let's go to top of the round again. So you guys are all still attacking before anything else. So anyone's free to announce what they'd like to do.
Okay. I want to help Ethan with his little undead cat problem, and I'm in a suit, So I'm gonna put my phone like in a pocket of the suit or something, and then grab Kitty by scruff of the neck and fling it into the yard.
Wow, I like it. Okay, yes. Give me an attack roll through might. It's going to.
It's very distracted, so it shouldn't be that high of a roll.
Yeah, because it's really scratching away at Ethan. I'm going to give you a level of. I'm going to give you an asset on the attack because of that. So it's starting its speed defenses as a level 4, so it's going to go down to a 3. I think yours is still going to be might though to catch it and pull it off him. And
it is.
Yeah.
I will pop 3 might to bump that down to a 2.
Yep. And so you're looking at a 6 or higher.
Okay. Let me just make sure I remember that I did that. Okay, come on. Yes! 19.
19 means you get a
That's
minor beneficial effect as well. So you pick it up and toss it. I think we're going to have that as it smacks against the fence. What else would you like to have happen? Is that could be something that inhibits its ability to react. It could be it also could be just extra damage. It's 3 extra damage.
I'm gonna go for let's do the extra damage because no, you're not doing this, not to him. So I'm like, bad kitty, fling,
and you hear the fence bang and rock as it hits it, and the furry creature just thumps to the ground and doesn't move.
Ethan,
Mortimer.
are you all right? I help.
Oh, sorry.
I'm helping him up.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Well, you guys were having. Go ahead.
The cat. Was that thing alive?
It was at one point, but I don't think it is now.
All right, let's move to Mortimer.
I'm diving for the door of the van.
Okay, you're split. You're passing them. Yeah,
I'm reaching down and I'm trying to tear off the pants.
Fighting with that as you're going. Yeah, sounds good. I think that if you're comfortable, I don't think that requires a roll or anything. I think that just means you're spending your whole round getting out of the backyard into the front yard and heading towards your vehicle.
And I do have the jar with the bug.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
This is the prize. I'm not going to let that get away.
As you are running and getting closer, you can see that they're just bouncing around inside of it and are frantically moving.
In my mind, the key to solving this is to get the entomologist to identify it and then how to kill them.
He's not going to be able to help us.
We don't.
I know that. No, this is supernatural as far as I'm concerned. It's not from this world.
Okay, Sebastian, Rory, or Ethan?
So Mortimer's jumped into the back of the truck, I assume.
Yeah. He's just getting to the truck. He's probably not in it yet. He's
not in it yet.
He's got the jar. He's fighting with.
I'm also
the suit right
stumbling
now
with my pants. Yeah.
Okay, doing the pants dance. Okay. All right. I'll get the back doors open and hold them open for people to run in, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're pulling that out. Rory.
Roy's coming up behind Sebastian. He's yelling at everyone. God, get him off the ground. Get Ethan off the ground. Let's just get into the van. Everyone into the one van. Just go. It's open. And I'm just running for the van.
Ethan.
Yeah, getting up if I haven't been pulled up already, and then running towards the van. If I can pull Melanie along with me to kind of make her, move closer, then I will as well.
Yeah, sounds good. And your whole group has reached the van. The doors are wide open. Everyone's crawling in.
Blam! Once they're in.
All right, who's driving? And Ethan, we may have to come back for your car. Are you all right with that?
That's fine. Just go.
Okay. If I'm the first one still in, I'll take the driver's seat and start going. But otherwise, I would let Rory do it because I think he's usually the driving guy.
Now we have to watch to see if the swarm continues to follow us. I'm wondering if
we didn't take the queen. They shouldn't follow us.
I don't know. They're not bees. They're something else. They're very strange looking. The thing is that Mr. Chong was killed in a car accident, if the bees went after him for some reason,
he wasn't killed by the bees, though. He was leaving the Beacon and Howe office when he got hit.
And they might have sent the bees after him. He was obviously trying to kill them.
All right, I'm just going to start driving at normal speed.
Yeah, and you can see, just while you're in front of the house, you can see the swarms in front of it, and for a brief second, you have the glimpse of someone watching you from the front living room window as you're pulling away. But as you start driving away, the swarm begins kind of dispersing or heading likely back to the backyard, and you guys get about a block away, and you seem to be in the clear.
There still seems to be some sort of intelligence. And from you told us about the cat.
Yeah.
It would seem that the insects are somehow controlling the dead animals.
I told you it was the cemetery.
But that's not unlike some kind of funguses.
Yeah, Rory, I owe you several drinks, it seems.
That's all right.
Ethan, you might have the feeling that hearing them talk about the insects controlling the animals, you witnessed some stuff coming from the house at the same time.
Yeah, you all didn't see this, but there was somebody watching us from the house, and I swear I saw some of those insects inside the house. All I saw was like hands. Those like those like toys that where it's like a bunch of pins and you can like put your hand on and you see the impression of the hand. That's basically what I saw from the from Beyond the Shades, like once or twice. So there's I don't know if it was Karen or if it was her son. It probably wasn't her son.
I shake my head. Honestly, if the statement is truthful and at this point everything has checked out so far, I think that was Thom. She did say she sprinkled his ashes on the mound.
Ashes are not a body. How does anything?
That's what I was
can't
just
put
thinking.
the body back together from ashes.
Well, maybe what happened is it's a human-shaped swarm of thingies.
Well, I do think
some hideous ash monster.
I'm still leaning towards a scientific explanation.
No, I'm 100% convinced there's unnatural effects.
Oh, how are you 100%? You've not studied. You've got to look at these things more objective.
I would have normally agreed with you, Mortimer, but I had a dead cat attack me. Like
you had a cat that was being controlled.
It had tire marks on its side. I saw it.
But
Dr.
there are a lot of
Dr. Mel, when it hit the fence.
Mounds don't have heartbeats. They don't respire. They don't send forth little guys to take over the bodies of other creatures that are related to them.
Actually, all of these things can be found in the insect kingdom. Bees.
Mortimer, why are you trying so hard to deny this?
Mortimer,
because
bound.
Take a breath. Rory's trying to talk to me. Yes.
Dr. Mel, did any bees come out of the cat when you threw it and hit it, or did you see any bees?
The beholding, did they?
You don't remember that specifically. Everything was moving so fast that it seemed like there were swarms all around everything. You grabbed that thing off Ethan and tossed it as hard as you could.
I couldn't
see the bees
really
come
tell.
out of its mouth or its.
Although I did notice that when I threw it against the fence, I might have killed it again. I hope I did.
When you think back to how your gloved hand clasping that thing in the way it sunk into the fur, your skin just begins to crawl all over again.
Mm.
And it felt wrong. Like, this didn't feel like a cat. This felt like a
bag of fur
with things writhing beneath it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to jump in at this point to remind you guys as you drive away. First off, horror mode is back down to normal. We're back down to just a 1 for GM intrusions at this point. You've escaped the main scene where bad stuff is happening. As well, everyone, or I think most of you, have now acquired a little bit of stress as well. So I think we talked a little bit before, in addition to using rest actions to recover your points to your various pools, an hour of spending time in a safe, relaxing space will reduce your stress by 3 points per hour. In addition, an action like eating or drinking or talking or stuff like that will further reduce your stress. So
let's get back to the archive, or to the library.
Yeah.
I don't know if the entomologist will still be there, Dr. Marsden. Now that I've got these things in a jar in my hands, I want to look at them very closely. I want to examine them. Are they insects? Do they have 6 legs, 2 wings, or 4 wings? Or are they somewhat different?
And 3 body segments,
3 body
yes?
parts.
You start to look and you see those things, you see those signifiers, but there are aspects of it as well, of their biology and the construction of them, that when you stop and they stay, that you come to 2 conclusions: is that they're absolutely unlike anything you've ever seen before, and that perhaps more so than any other general insect, these 2 things in this jar you feel are completely and utterly aware of you, and they hate you.
They're staring at me when I move.
Yeah.
I'm also an occultist, so I'm going to think, are there any texts? I mean, there's weird insects described in the Bible, in Revelations. Do they sort of fit any kind of description from an occult tome that I've read?
Yeah, nothing comes to mind. Is that these, whatever they are, they're in some ways, looking at them, it's more like your scientific side says these probably shouldn't exist, but your occultist side is trying to rationalize it or figure out that they might be some kind of hybrid, maybe, or something that has evolved in some way from something else. Could they be wasps that were affected by something, or
yes, maybe they're not from here.
Something worse. Yeah.
The thing is that considering that we saw the other van down the street,
There's another hive somewhere. Yeah.
Well, more than that, it could be an infestation. If there's 1 hive, there's 2. If there's 2, there's 10. They could be all through this area.
I mean, we did see Beaton and Howe at another house taking something into their truck. It would not surprise me if this spread.
They've been passing out flyers in the neighborhood.
Yeah, they're looking to collect these things wherever they show up.
What if they themselves are thralls? We'll call them thralls.
But that's the odd thing, is that from the statement they mentioned that they actually asked the Jund if they didn't want to keep them. If they were just there to pick up the bugs, why would they ask that?
Thralls aren't necessarily intelligent.
Maybe they're the ones distributing them without just in random places, and then if people have a problem with them, they want to be the ones by putting out those flyers to take them away.
But the end of the question then is, how do we get rid of them? How do we contain them? How do we kill them? Fire.
I think we're going to have to.
How many bugs? How many of them did you get, Professor? How many are in the jar?
I have 2 in here, and they seem. I mean, maybe it's my imagination. We were under quite a bit of stress there, but they seem to be staring at me.
God.
And some wasps look rather angry when you look at them, but these look deathly angry at me, as if they're
like a human.
Look how they follow me.
Yeah, I could see. So they're sending little daggers at you.
I'm expecting one of them to raise its little hand and go.
I'm imagining you have like a little lab area. You're looking at these. Because I think Rory's.
No, well, we're actually still in the car.
Yeah, you're driving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you're headed back to St. Cyprian.
I'm in the back.
That is incredibly odd because if I remember correctly, now, obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, Mortimer, but aren't like bees, wasps, that sort of thing? They don't really have minds of their own. It's a hive mind.
They don't even have brains, really. Like you said earlier, it's all pheromones and chemicals that really control things. When the queen stops producing certain chemicals, the bees turn on her and they create a new queen to take over. It's all chemical.
But I say, as I am sort of peering into the jar, but these appear to be showing individuality.
Well, they're certainly angry at me. I mean, it's not like they can understand us. And I'll lean in, I'll put my face almost right up to the jar and go, "Can you understand us?" I'm waiting for one of them to go.
Yeah, not.
Stress goes.
Yeah. No, there seems to be no reaction, but I will ask Dr. Melanie Beaudry, do you want to take a GM intrusion?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, sounds good. Experience point to you, and who do you want to pass one on to someone else?
Since we're kind of talking about this as, at the moment, I'm going to toss that second experience point over to Mortimer. Okay,
so Mortimer, you're going to take an XP as well. Your cell phone rings, Dr. Melanie, and you can see it says an unlisted number.
I put my phone to my ear. Hello?
It's Melanie, is that you?
Do I recognize the voice?
It's Addison Devine.
Addison? What's going on?
I just wanted to make sure you're okay, or you're gonna come back here at some point, right?
Yes, of course. I'm currently on a case, but I will definitely be up there in the next day or two. All right?
Oh, okay. A day or two. Okay.
If it helps, I've stashed some fairy lights in the shed. If you really,
light is good. Light is good. More light is good.
Yes. There's a reason I put you in that cottage. The windows are great during the day. But if you're really not feeling up to it, as I said, there's fairy lights in the shed. You can string up in your bedroom if you'd like. And well, make it as well lit as you need to. All right.
I feel like something's watching me.
You guys see me sort of sigh. Okay.
Is everything all right, Melanie?
All right. Has anything happened that has given you that impression? Has there been any?
No. Just this feeling of being watched. I don't know. Maybe I should have stayed.
No. You would have died in the dark. We both know that, or you wouldn't have called me.
Okay.
As I said, keep the lights on. There's, put a fire in the fireplace if you want. There's fairy lights in the shed. I've got flashlights all over the place. Make it as well lit as you need, okay?
Okay, I will. Thank you.
All right. I'll see you in a couple days.
I'm going to try to work on that statement you told me about.
Okay. You remember where all the equipment is?
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be all right. It's, the first couple of, it's going to take a while for you to realize that your thoughts are your own again. But once you do, you'll feel a lot better, okay?
I wish I could say I believed you.
I know.
Talk soon.
I know. Talk soon.
And you hear a click of the other side of the phone. I'm going to raise your stress by 1.
Okay. I kind of sort of lean back on the edge of, on the wall of this van and kind of just put my phone down.
I heard you say Addison. Is that the last, the thing you just came back from?
Yeah. She called me. She was She wanted out of the People's Church of the Divine Host.
Did and I laughed. Did any of you have the sudden fear that the bugs were calling to say give back our comrades?
That passed my head. Yeah, I thought that might be it.
I thought it was.
I mean,
how
they could probably dial a phone if enough of them put the effort at it.
Well, she did say she felt like something was watching her, which, given the way the People's Church operates, is not completely out of the realm of possibility here.
They might have
where is
cultists
she?
spying on her. Yeah.
Where is she?
She's out in the eastern part of the province at my cottage on the lake. The place is like for a escapee from a cult that worships darkness. That place is pretty much all windows. So
let's hope that the infection has not spread that far.
I hope not, because that would be.
Oh, geez! I just realized if the first account that we have found is in Montana,
South Dakota,
it's moving
that's
east.
what I said. Yes, but that could mean that it's everywhere. We haven't. We've only heard one or two accounts so far.
we have another address to check in on from where you guys saw the Beetle and the Beacon and Howe van on your way to the location we just came from.
And my concern is exactly yours, Mortimer, but more local. So I assume that at some point we're going to try to get rid of this thing in the Jung's backyard.
Yeah.
But if it's spread throughout all their neighborhood, how do we do that?
We
can't destroy everyone.
No, we've got to cut to the quick of it, and we've got to check Beacon and Howe because they're behind this.
Technically, you haven't actually been in any other yards either. So
right, we're assuming that there is one back there, but you're right, Rory. We need to check that out.
Well, I guess we can't check it out. It's way too close to the other house. The beast chased us down the street.
Do we have?
It's safe to say you guys are back at the library now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
we have Beacon and Howe's physical address, right?
Yes, you do.
Remember, though, the last person that visited them didn't live.
The last person that talked to them, we could put them under observation.
Well, last person we know. That's not true, because obviously the neighbors called them.
We can stake out the neighborhood, and if we see that van, we can follow it back. It might not necessarily be going to their storefront address.
It might still be worth checking that address out.
Can we look on Google Maps and use the little yellow man to stand out front and see if we can actually see, their name on a building?
Yeah, let's take a look right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you guys do that. I'm going to take my little friends here, the angry duo, and I put them on my desk, and I'm going to start looking through tomes to find any reference to weird alien extra-dimensional insects.
Mm-hmm.
And in the process, I would like to lose the couple of stress that I've got. I'm in my library. I'm with books.
I love that. That sounds fair. Yeah. Take off 3 stress for an hour of research, I think. That's
Rory's just got to go to his room where he's probably got a punching bag hanging from the he's just got to work the bag for a while. And
what are you thinking about, Rory?
I'm thinking, like, what the hell have I got myself into? I went, there's more to, like, I thought that these vampire things that I was chasing that killed my sister, I thought that was weird enough, but now we got weird bugs that might be from another planet, or God only knows. This is, what have I got myself into? I mean, I've been looking at some of these statements, and part of me is telling me these are just nutters coming to us, and they're completely daft, and they're making this up. But now we're actually getting statements that sound crazy, and then we're actually getting the proof. I have no idea what I got myself into. What?
When you think back over those years, are you still completely sure of what you saw?
I know what I saw. I saw that tongue come out of that nun, Mother Superior. I saw the tongue come out and kill my sister. I saw it do it to my friends in the orphanage before that. I know that I saw it, and it wasn't some childhood horror. And I saw it again, as an adult.
What part of it made you so scared then?
I don't know. I couldn't move. I just felt so powerless.
Yeah.
I felt so powerless at my age. And then,
was it the way she watched you and the others carefully and so slowly and carefully selected her victims? Or was it the way she seemed to show up in the night in the dark out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere. She just would come into the room. The regular nuns that was another horror. But this was different. That she wasn't like them. I think the nuns were scared of her too.
Have you ever seen anything like that since?
I have since I left the Irish Marines. I went on the hunt. I'm looking for this Mother Superior. I'm gonna find her because she got away when the Irish state came in and shut that awful orphanage down. But she's the one who got away. But I'm gonna find her, and I found others like her since then, just following leads. I know it's real.
Does this course of thinking ease your stress as you take your energy out on the punching bag?
Yeah, I'm picturing like hitting a nun, just punching Mother Superior, which I couldn't do that night when she was killing my sister Rosie. I just take it out, just not think about it. I'm pounding that bag really hard, but that's what relaxes me. That's always what's relaxed me.
Yeah, that's fair. So take off 3 stress for that. Let's
I think I only had 1, I think, but I'll take it off. All right.
I'm going to basically once I get back to the campus, I'm going to basically head to my office for a little bit to get some work on that article done. But while I'm doing that, I'm also going to grab my phone and check on the kitty cam that I have set up in my apartment.
Yeah, you watch some lovable antics for a little while, and before you realize it, you start to lose track of time, as that you're maybe interrupted at one point when you hear a sudden bark of laughter from Dr. Cross's office next to yours, but it trickles off and doesn't really continue after that. And take off 3 stress as well, and we'll move over to Ethan or Sebastian.
Ethan's going to. I assume that the college has like a student center with like a food court or something similar. Just gonna go over there, grab some food, sit down in a corner, and just eat and try to decompress a little bit. Just kind of lose himself in his thoughts for the hour or so.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, you get a bite to eat. What do you think you pick up to eat?
Probably, my guess is there's a McDonald's there, so Big Mac with fries and a Coke, something very unhealthy.
Yeah, yeah, pure calorie
and greasy.
Yeah. Well, I think that eating or drinking has here as an extra as well. Do you have more than 3 stress? Oh yeah, you might.
I've got 3 stress.
Yeah. Oh well, clear it. Yep, you're good.
All right. So mechanics question.
Yeah.
Does that remove the stress level as well?
That does. So the stress level goes away, but you can keep what you've added to tracking the stress acquired by Supernatural, because that's never going to add to your levels or anything. That's almost a separate track, just to show that you've been touched by the Supernatural.
Awesome.
Or pounced on or clawed at. And Sebastian.
Well, Sebastian's got a sweet tooth, so he's doing similar to what Ethan just did, but he's going to a patisserie or someplace with some nice pastries, and he's going to get like a little 1,000 miles, and he's going to nom 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 nom, and get just pig out on that's so good, so tasty. Oh,
is it stress eating? That's
No, he just loves the taste.
you just love it. Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
this is why I live in Montreal. I would
Yeah.
this is right here the reason.
Yeah. What as you finish and you have a chance to clear your thoughts, what is your takeaway from the events so far?
Well, Sebastian believes in all kinds of impossible and silly things because that's just part of his nature. So it's there's some kind of evil hive mind at work here, and it's resurrecting dead people. It's like a Plan 9 from outer space with the underground insect people behind it all. And we've got to stop them. And obviously there's zombie drones or these people running to Beacon and Howe. So we need to go and destroy the transmitter or whatever it is they've got going. I don't know. There's something happening here. And they're like,
yeah. You think back to your words about a queen or something like that in it and wonder, okay, is that the heartbeat? Is that what it was coming from?
I'm wondering if the heartbeat was like the guys or something like that, because there's like a bee person running around. Maybe they made his heart again in the hive out of like ashes or I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Again, clear 3 stress. So everybody now we can also do a chance to rest and refresh your attribute score pools.
Okay.
So there's 4 different time zones you can see on your character sheet. You'll see one is as an action, one is as 10 minutes, one is as an hour, and one is as 8-hour or a full rest sort of thing, and that clears the others. So right now you guys essentially have the option to take a whole hour's rest at the same time. Mm-hmm. So if you want to click off that one, you can roll a d6, add 1, and then you get that many points to add back to your pools, not going above any of the original maximums, but you can distribute them however you want. If you find you're still short, you could click off the one that says 1 action as well right now pretty easily, and that's essentially 1 turn in a round that you can do it as well and get some same roll again of a d6 plus 1 to fill more. It just means that you wouldn't get to do that again until you've had the full rest of the bottom one of the
right. Okay.
longer one.
Well,
Okay.
I am gonna probably do that because I just need to get 1 point back to have all my stuff back to.
Yeah, Mortimer spent a little bit of intellect and speed, I remember. So
yeah, I rolled a 4, so I got 4 back.
And it's plus 1 actually, so you get 5 back. So
5. Yeah.
Oh well, then I've completely recovered.
Nice, awesome.
I was going to say
I got a 7, but I've got all my speed back because I burnt a lot of speed. I've still got a lot of mine down.
So by ticking off the 1 action and the 1 hour, I have got all my points back.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, so Thom, if you want, or sorry, who was still had a little bit extra? Sebastian?
I had a question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
You said 1 extra. Is that because of the action?
No, that is because you get a plus 1 on the roll because you add your tier to it.
Yeah.
It's a d6
Our
plus
level.
your level.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
because I didn't want to take the action. I figured.
Yeah, no, save the action.
I want to save
for
those. I want to save those.
Okay, yep. If you're not, it's because I think if we say an hour, and then if some of you want to use the action as well, go ahead. If you don't want to save it, no worries. But I think we can call it that after an hour is the time when the 5 of you start reconnecting again, probably back at the library with Mortimer.
At the end of the hour is when I discover in my book that this is a world-ending event, and all of my stress goes back up to the top.
Yeah, you remember clearing 3 stress? Well, now take 7 stress.
Well, no. I brought baklava. Here you go. Have some baklava. I'll take your stress away.
Everyone.
Oh,
yeah.
Baklava.
World-ending event.
Oh, there we go.
Baklava and
So
coffee. Who wants espresso?
But the machine is.
Yes, I'll have it. I'll have an espresso. Did I find anything of interest?
You have yet to find anything. You start to see a disturbing number of accounts related to bugs and filth and things like that in the library, but however it's been handled in the past, there's been a lack of any correlation between event from event, and but there's enough things in common and enough aspects of it that you feel somehow like various things are connected that you're seeing.
It does seem to be that insects are often involved when there's some sort of really bad thing going on.
Yeah, it's especially ones to do with anything that makes people report fears of uncleanliness or of filth or of
corruption.
Corruption, yeah.
Yeah. Mortimer, why don't we put a picture of the evil twins online on some of the bulletin boards and see if anyone recognizes them?
Well, that's not a bad idea, but, well, I suppose it's a good idea. I don't want to alarm people, but...
Well, most people think it's a fake anyways, but the people that recognize it...
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's go. I'll start posting this. I'll post the pictures on, first of all, entomology places saying, does anyone know what this is?
Yeah.
And then I'll post it onto occult websites.
Yeah.
No.
Do any of you recognize these bugs?
I actually send you a couple of the photos from the yard and the video.
We conglomerate them all. We've started a new file for the archives.
Right.
We're going to call it the Resurrection Mound.
Yeah, that rings right, doesn't it, for some reason?
Somebody said that earlier, and it was a really good idea.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see who it draws out, because maybe we can get people to come to us first before they go to Beetle or to Beacon and Howe.
Although I will say, I think Mr. King had the right idea. Sometimes dead is better.
Oh, yeah.
If
Melanie,
these things are more widespread than we think, then there might be more Beacon and House in other places.
That is true.
The same organization.
Of course, it could use different names. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Melanie, you grabbed one of their flyers. Can we take a closer look at that and see if there's any clues on it?
There's really not much to it, but here, I hand it over. It's very, as you can kind of tell, it's very cheaply done.
Is it printed on cheap paper?
Yeah, it's definitely like a cardboard type paper, like a harder, but you can see it looks as though a kind of messy writing on it has been hand printed in Sharpie or some kind of dark marker on it. It doesn't look professionally printed by any means.
Yeah. They didn't make any changes to the whatever template they use for the website either. It's all
points to the same phone number that you saw online.
Like something like a 1996 website.
If I touch the pamphlet, I can probably tell you exactly the kind of paper and weight that it is and everything, because I am a bookbinder.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's not particularly expensive, but it's something you can get at Kinko's or, you know.
Honestly, the quality of this, it's one of those things that you expect to see posted onto a telephone pole saying, work from home, call this number.
I'm wondering if they're planting the bugs and then coming later and picking them up once they've matured.
Well, I bet you they're giving the flyers out first because people are calling them as opposed to calling other people. Like, there's so many good exterminators in Montreal. Why call Beacon now first? Yeah.
You pass that out so that they've got it in their mind because they just took it off their door yesterday.
And they suddenly find something in the backyard. What?
Rory, I just have a thought. Would you be able to find either I don't know if Montreal does this, but I'm thinking that it might, the death report for Thom Jung in the local paper? And if you can't find that, could you at least maybe see if you can find any sort of news story about this hit and run? A police report would be great, but I don't want to potentially...
Doc, you're the closest to a medical doctor. You might be able to get that too.
Police report you might be able to get with the call, or I could call on your behalf. I'll definitely, check online to see what all the papers reported for his death. Plus pull up his obituary too. I'm assuming he has one. So that's required by law. I don't know.
Yes.
That'd be interesting.
Melanie, you might be able to get into
we know he was cremated.
Oh, that's right.
He was cremated.
He was cremated.
You could interview the person who did the cremation to see if there's anything weird about the body.
Or the ME, maybe.
Well, there would still be an autopsy.
Yeah.
Right.
Because what killed him?
Yeah, that's the accident. They always if it's an accident.
None of us have the credentials to get that kind of except maybe Dr.
Make sure
Mortimer, If you're right about the bugs attacking him, his body should have like stings and stuff on it.
You'd think.
I mean, there would be something in the reports.
Yeah.
In that case, maybe I will head down to the ME's office to see if I can get access to that.
I think that's a good idea. I'll get all the stuff I can find online for you before you go.
Thank you, Rory.
Ethan, I have a suggestion, Ethan, if you're okay with this. I know we're scared of going to Beacon and Howell because we don't know what they're capable of, but could you go and interview their neighbors to find out anything about them?
Yeah, and I mean that's actually not a bad idea. I was also thinking, we need to know why, or we to know why they were at that other house. I don't want to go and interview those neighbors directly. I don't think that they would tell me anything, but if we can figure out their phone number, I can call and pretend I'm taking a satisfaction survey. And get some information that way as well.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep.
We could also stake out Beacon and Howell and observe them from a distance.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going in the van, taking a look and see what's going on. Maybe park in the neighborhood, but I don't want any of you going anywhere alone. Okay, you take me with you. All right, if you're going anywhere near Beacon and Howell.
I'm going to. What day of the week is it at this point?
It is a Monday. Yes, it's
Monday. Okay.
Probably mid-afternoon at this point.
And if you hear from that little fella, the little boy, don't you go alone, okay? Dr. Mel, you get me at least. I'm going with you.
Okay.
Because there's something going on here more than just your typical crazy cult extractions.
Right.
They're dangerous, and I know it, but this is something more.
Rory, I've told her that many times. She
and how often do I listen?
Exactly.
First thing in the morning, I'm going to go see Dr. Marsden and show him this. I told him I would. He might become very excited because he once said to me that new species are found all the time in the insect world, and he would want to name it. Maybe he'd name it after me. Great. I'm the evil.
I'm going to suggest with the danger that you don't leave the fellow alone with them.
No, I'll stay with him. But
maybe bring someone else just in case these are not normal bugs, and I think we all know that.
Have access to a blowtorch possibly when you talk to him in case you have to take care of them.
Well, I will try gassing them so that he can dissect, but that might not work considering they used bug poison on them.
I think if you open that jar, we better be ready to fill that jar with, maybe get a little portable acetylene torch or something.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Hit him up with real quick. I don't know, Professor. I don't want to see you. I know there's only two of them, but they're not normal bugs. I think we know that.
No. Dr. Marsden probably knows very well how to handle dangerous insects, but I understand what you're saying. Not sure.
Be ready to light them up is what I'm saying. You got to take an extra step, even if it looks a little funny. Just be ready to light them up.
Hey, so where's everyone headed?
I'm headed to the ME.
Okay.
I think I'm going to continue pouring through books and seeing if I can find any deities that are associated with insects. I mean, Beelzebub, the Lord of Flies.
That's a good one. If Ethan is up for interviewing the neighbors of Beacon and Howell, I'll go with him as the guy in the car to watch out to make sure he doesn't get into trouble, type of thing. Or maybe we can bring Rory with us.
I'm going if you go by I don't want you guys alone with them.
Okay, the three of us should be able to. Yeah, the three of us should be able to handle it.
You guys want to have a little fun? You want to try a little car recovery?
Sure, we got to get your car back.
Yeah.
Just be careful. Be very careful.
You know what? If we do get your car back, don't bring it home. Park it in another parking lot because we don't know if it's been bugged.
Be sure to keep the windows, closed or open.
Yeah, I think you just go right to your car, have your key ready, just go right in. We'll be backing you up, and then we'll just pull right out of there. But we got to get your car back.
Yeah, all right.
one other thing, because I'm assuming then that they're going to leave me alone here, is as soon as everybody's gone, I think I'm going to contact Father Jean de Brebeuf, my Society of Jesus, my Jesuit
Is
mentor.
that Mortimer Bosch?
Ah,
It's been quite a while.
I don't know if I call him Your Grace. I think I do.
No.
Your Grace.
It's good to hear from you, Morty. How is the secular life treating you?
It's everything's going well. You know, though, what our sideline is, other than the conservatory.
Yes.
I've run across something very disturbing, and I'm trying to do research on it right now. Here, let me send you.
His jovial tone gets like serious right away. Strange, you say.
Let me send you a photograph, and I'll send him a picture of the bugs in the jar. And then I'll tell him. I will relate to him the entire story about the mound and about the strange. Has the church ever documented anything like this? It's starting to sound very much more occult than it is.
I'm sorry. Seeing these, I expected that you were going to mention something about that damnable circus music outside our church, but yes, sorry. These bugs, I've not. Let me do some looking into that. I'm not sure, Morty.
The perhaps the most strangest allegation is that they are able to seemingly raise creatures from the dead. I think they're more inhabiting the bodies of the creatures and controlling them. But I'm sure that if it's ever happened historically, there'd be some record of it somewhere in the archives.
I suppose there would.
And I'm afraid that it's also posing an. I'm almost ready to call the CDC.
I fear that may be the right path to go. There is no true resurrection, but that which comes through accepting Christ our Lord.
Well, like I say, I think this is the insects that are. It's like one of those fungal infections, like in that recent television series where the people got infected with the fungus. In any case, I just wanted to let you know, pass those on to the authorities in the church and see if it rings a bell.
It makes me think of locusts and the way they consumed all that was around them. What do these things feed upon?
We're not sure. We thought it was, at first, the thought was that they were eating dead animals, but it's more like they're repairing dead animals. So we don't know what they're feeding on. I suppose there's an off chance that this could be some incursion from the other side, some demonic infestation. I haven't turned up anything though in the library here.
The enemy moves in subtle ways, son.
Indeed. Well, it's nice to hear from you, and keep me updated on anything you find out, and I will do the same.
Very well. I'm going to go have a talk with our organist right now. You hear just the sound of circus-like music playing over the back of the phone.
Is that their organist outside? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, God, the clown masses are back.
And you hear the click.
Yeah. And then I'll just go back to research.
Okay. Dr. Melanie Beaudry, you arrive at the medical examiners.
Okay.
And, Yeah, what should we call our medical examiner? What do you think?
Dr.
Feel-
Henry, I think.
Oh, let's make it a woman just to flip things around
Right.
here.
I was thinking of Henry as a last name anyway.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Patricia Henry. We can go.
Okay.
Do you think you know Patricia?
Um, maybe a little,
No,
but I mean, granted, I have had to probably help with like
no.
in case our cult extraction goes bad. But
Yeah, you're essentially in the McGill University Hospital basement,
mhm.
and she just said, "Yeah, I have a few minutes. How can I help you, Doctor Beaudry?"
Yes, well, I am I'm tracking I have a specific case with my other job over at the library, and I was wondering 'cause if did you by any chance handle the death maybe a month or two ago of a man by the name of Thom Joan? Lived at blah
John.
blah blah address.
Oh, Stonecrest. Oh, yes, the one with the young son, and yes,
Yes.
his wife and son were absolutely crushed by this. Oh God, yeah, that was a rough one. He hit and run. Death was ruled by blunt trauma. Unfortunately, as the front cab of the vehicle was crushed.
Oh, all right. Well,
I
the
had to
reason
rule distracted driving, but
mhm. I know this might be a bit of an ask, but I would actually like to see that report if at all possible, only because I now have some questions concerning whether my case might be complicating his death a little bit.
oh, police did their best to look for whatever caused it. It was essentially unsolvable at the time. I don't think I'm not sure if they've come up with any more leads, but yeah, let me look at that paperwork. Sorry, I have a new guest here, and you can see she's got a body covered in a sheet on the trolley in front of her.
Yes, so I see. Uh, it at least uh, at least you're kept in business, right?
Oh yeah, it's a sad. I'm sorry to say, it's probably one of yours, I guess.
Oh,
Dr.
really?
Besner passed away earlier today.
I'd heard he'd had a heart attack, but I didn't see anything. As you didn't, I sort of made a gesture toward the body. He didn't make it, evidently.
No,
I, 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 I grabbed my phone and made a quick text to the group chat, going, "By the way, Dr. Besner is now a guest of Dr. Henry at the morgue."
I text back, is there anything unusual about the body?
Haven't had a
What was
chance
the
to look yet. She's
what's
looking for information on Thom Joan.
you find out what he died from?
All right, I'll see. I'll see what I can get her to tell me.
and as she goes through her papers and say, "Yeah, hit and run. It's the best we can tell is there were a few vehicles involved in it. Someone sideswiped him, and then his vehicle went off the road and crashed into oncoming traffic."
Okay. Um, was there anything mentioned? Well, I mean, you wouldn't have this. That would be in the police report if there is one. But um, was was anything said about any oddities about when or where this accident may have occurred?
Yeah, and she said, I do have some of that information. Let me look here. The paramedics would have filled that all out here and looking there. Yeah, you can see here it's listed, and she gives you an address. Is from
Okay.
It doesn't take too much cross-referencing with what the others have provided you before to tell that it is within about 2 blocks of Beacon and Howe's address.
Okay. Um, in the statement from the paramedics, did they hear anything about what type of car might have hit him? that type of thing.
Yeah, we have a paramedic, Ethan Morton wrote the report on it here. As far as we can tell, it looks like it was a sports car of some kind.
Interesting.
It's those that saw it, yeah.
That's unfortunate. By the way, off topic slightly, but have you had a chance to take a look at our newest guest yet?
Oh, Besner. Yeah, it's unfortunate. He was a few years away from retirement yet, but as far as we knew, he was in reasonably good health. But I think had been dealing with some stress or something. It just looks like heart attack and must have panicked. Seemed caught him quite off guard, judging by the expression on his face.
Expression?
Just terror and surprise. As far as I heard, he talked a little bit in the ambulance for a little while before he lost consciousness, and then never woke up.
You wouldn't by any chance happen to know who those paramedics were, would you?
I can see if I can find that out. Sorry, give me a few minutes here.
Yeah, of course. I text the group chat. R.E. Besner. Appears to be a heart attack, but Dr. Henry says that he had a terrified look on his face and apparently talked in the ambulance for a little while, trying to find names of paramedics to talk to them personally.
I text back, none of that sounds unusual at all. That's just people talk before. I mean, he had a heart attack and then died in the ambulance.
But no, nothing. She didn't mention anything about like stings or anything like that. It's and apparently, according to what I'm hearing about Thom Jung, he was sideswiped into oncoming traffic by a sports car 2 blocks from Beacon and Howe.
We gotta look for a Dodge Hornet. What? We know what we're looking for now.
Boo!
What?
I'm gonna
so
try
it
and
might
see
have
if
been an accident. Now, see, that just tells us it might have just been an accident.
Sideswiped into oncoming traffic, though? Question mark.
Too convenient.
Well, I mean, you say convenient, but it could happen anywhere, anytime.
We need to follow the chain to see who these goofy guys that have been going around working for a Beetle or for Beacon and Howe work for, because it could be somebody else. Although I can't see them making enough money to own a sports car with the way they run their business.
I'm very tempted to think that they're all part of the hive.
I mean, if from what Ethan and I saw of them, if you want to talk about drones for a hive, that would be them. They didn't seem particularly.
They looked identical too, didn't they?
Kind of did.
Say that? Yeah.
Kind of did.
She said one spoke and one didn't.
Right, but
when we saw them, did they look the same?
When you saw Beacon and Howe?
Yeah, when Melanie and I drove by.
You only really actually had eyes on one of them. I think the other one was already in the seat, so they,
Okay.
That wouldn't necessarily be significant, but I mean, if they were resurrecting people, then they would have to resurrect twins in order for them to be identical looking.
We need to stake out Beacon and Howe, see who goes in, who goes out.
And for that matter, we can cut to as this conversation is going on. Sebastian, Rory, and Ethan are pulling up in front of the Jong's house, and you can see Rory's car still there.
Yeah, you do get one last message from me. being like, "Oh, Dr. Henry's got me the names of those paramedics. I will definitely be tracking them down, but maybe not right now."
We forgot one detail, or maybe I forgot one detail. Did Childhood Protective Services ever come?
We
We never called them.
We never
We
called
never
them.
called them. We haven't called them yet.
We haven't called them yet, but from what we've seen, I'm definitely going to anonymously send an email with the video of the weird ass bugs
Mm-hmm.
being like, there's a child living in a house with this in the backyard. This does not look safe at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay. Yeah, let's switch over to Sebastian, Ethan, and Rory. You guys have pulled up from the front of the van. You can see that Rory's car appears undisturbed. Looking across the Jong's house, you can see Karen sitting on the front steps in front of the front door, holding Nicholas in her arms and just kind of rocking him. It doesn't appear that she's noticed you guys yet.
I think we should just very slowly, let's, park maybe the house in front, the house next door. A couple of us go to your car, myself and you, Ethan, and then we'll get in, and Seb we'll just pull right out. Just grab the car. We won't even say a word to them. I don't think it's just
that works for me.
Possible.
Yeah, just try to do it as quickly and quietly as possible.
Yeah. It's pretty much right in front of the house, so unless you're doing some kind of distraction, it's hard to avoid notice. They don't seem to be particular watching. If you take a second to kind of watch them a little bit as you're getting out, you would guess that they both look extremely frightened and scared as they kind of sit there. You're able to get Rory to his vehicle, no problem.
All right.
Let's go. I'm gonna text Dr. Mel and let her know that the mother is with the child. She seems to be comforting him, but they both look terrified. They're both in trouble.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on.
Do you want to offer that we take them with us?
I'm gonna leave that up to you guys.
Okay. In the group chat, I mentioned I haven't sent anything to Child Protective yet, but if you think she needs out as well, that's fine.
She's terrified.
If you want, I will go up and talk to him. She's met me before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Rory, you stay back.
Okay.
Just because she doesn't know you, but be ready just in case. I don't think anything's gonna happen, but just in case. And I'll start, kind of walking up, smiling. Say as I'm walking up, go, "Hey, sorry, just wanted to let you know. We had to get out of here earlier. I just came back from my car. Wanted to make sure that you're doing okay."
Yeah, I'm going to have you roll a persuade task as you do that, just to kind of convince her to let down her guard a little bit. In this case, it's going to be a level 2.
Okay, well, I'm trained in persuasion, so that would knock it down by 1.
Yeah,
and then I have an edge in. This is intellect, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna spend 2 points of intellect to knock that down to be 0 then?
An automatic success, and you see kind of resignation on her face, and she looks at you and just says, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I thought it would help things, fix things, give Nicholas back his father, but I don't. And she kind of looks back at the house again, and I don't know. It's like him at sometimes, but other times it isn't.
What do you mean exactly? Do you mean Thom?
I mean the thing that came from the mound, that it looks like Thom at times.
I think you and Nicholas should come with us back to our library. You'll be safe there, and we can talk more.
I'm sure Thom just needs more time to get better, and
I'm sure you're right, but maybe he also needs his space. Just come for. I'll tell you what. Just come for tonight. We'll bring you back in the morning if you want. We'll push you up at a hotel if we need to. We just want to make sure that you and Nicholas are safe.
Okay. Yes. Hey. It might do us good to get away from here for a while.
Okay. Well, we've got our cars here. Why don't you come with us? And I'll look back at Rory and Sebastian and kind of motion that they're coming.
Good.
Ethan, as you turn back to them, you see right beside them, beside the front door, you can see the front living room window. You see Thom standing in the window staring directly at you. And it's part of his face is Thom and part of his face is a bare skull. And you realize that as you watch and he stands there shirtless, you realize that part of his body is changing, and it almost seems like parts of it are that same hard material of the mound. And it shifts, and you see bugs crawl, and his face changes to another different part of it is now skull, and the bugs move in ways that replicate the skin of his face over here. So it does appear to be him, or parts of it seem to be him at certain times, but it's mostly seems to be just made up of ash, dirt, crust, and wasps. And yeah, I'm definitely going to have you take 2 stress upon seeing that.
Not terrifying at all.
No.
As soon as I see that, I'm. How far away am I from them? Oh, I have 2 questions. How far away?
You're pretty much standing right with them there.
Okay,
and steps in front of the front door.
And Thom is behind the door.
He's behind
right?
the glass. Yep, behind the window. He's inside.
That I'm just going to reach forward, grab them, and say, "Let's go now!" and just start to pull them.
Yeah, and you pull them along. Which vehicle are you taking them to?
Whichever. Probably we took the van. The van.
Yeah, took that. Yeah.
Probably the van. That's probably going to be bigger and easier to get them into.
Yeah, and you pull them inside.
We'll come and get your car back next episode.
Yep.
Screw the car.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, well, Rory, you're there. You're able to get to your car for sure.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
don't drive alone. Don't drive alone. Stay in group.
Yeah. I'll stay in the van.
Okay, yeah, you are staying all together? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to get smarter right now.
Yeah, and with that, the 3 of you drive away, and you kind of look, every once in a while check the rearview mirror, seeing nothing behind you, but you do see at the back of the van, Karen still holding Nicholas, and both of them crying.
And I'm as we're going, I'm trying to calm them down, reassure them however possible, but also texting in the group chat. Plans have changed. Get back to the library now.
Oh,
What's going on? I text.
I'm just not even paying attention to the phone.
Do you tell us about Mr. Half Decomposed?
Not with them right there.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sure you could see on my face.
Oh yeah, I didn't see a puddle, but I saw you. Look.
Question mark?
Rory will jump in because he's on the group text as a extraction! Exclamation point.
How many? What condition? What do I need to know?
We've got the mother and the son. We'll see you. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay.
And now I'm worried about Ethan. Something happened up there.
Oh dear. Thanks for the heads up. I'll get my office ready.
Mortimer, you're back at the library as all this happens. You see your phone light up a few times, flash, and go off, and you're just in the middle between consulting between 2 different books. Looking at files. You got a handful of other old cassettes to fast forward and work your way through. When you smell that familiar perfumey smoke smell of Director Delacroix.
Director Delacroix, I can smell you coming.
Greetings, Mr. Bosch. How is your evening?
It's going okay. You should really consider giving up the smoking. It's not good for your health.
Oh, but it's...
I'm sorry. I tell you that all the time. I'm a bit distracted. What can I do for you?
I was curious how things were proceeding. It seems like there's been quite a bit of activity today.
Indeed. The mystery deepens. My colleagues, as usual, are very open to the idea of some sort of an occult incursion. I want to rule out, of course, being a fastidious individual, every possible scientific explanation that could be. We collected these two little fellows here. I'm going to show them to Dr. Marsden tomorrow.
She picks up the jar and looks at them, and one of them kind of does a little fly around inside the jar before it settles again, and she places it. How perplexing. I don't think I've seen something like that before.
Nobody has so far. It's quite unusual. It's either a new species or something more sinister. And I must admit that every time I look at them, I get the feeling that they hate me. And I don't mean they're just anthropomorphizing onto them. They seem to not like me at all. They seem to pay close attention to me and want to do me harm. We stole them from their nest.
Some aspect of them perhaps recognizes what we represent.
Could you contact Mother House back in London and see if they've run across anything that has to do with these little insects?
Absolutely.
And I give her a report on everything.
Yeah. And she takes it and she says, well, I will trust you to keep your eye on it, Mr. Bosch.
Yes, indeed.
A close eye.
Yes, I will. Thank you very much. You have a nice evening.
You as well. Jean mentioned that you had a few gas receipts to supply as well.
Oh, yes.
See that those are dropped off at the appropriate time.
I'll make sure Jean gets those, yes. Right. Thank you. Well. You have a nice day. Then I reach into a drawer at my desk and I pull out an air freshener. Put it away.
Yeah. You hear the sound of vehicles pulling up outside. Dr. Bouldry, where I lost track of where you've been at and all this.
I've been at the MEs, but now I'm heading back to the library and my office there, because I figure, I'm gonna want to talk to Nicholas and Karen, but I figure I'm trying to make my office look a little less, I'm trying to make it look more inviting and get my coffee pot ready. Possibly
this is your office at St. Cyprian?
Yeah.
Not at the psychological building, okay.
Probably not, because they said that they're taking them to the library, so I figure I've got my own office here too.
Yeah, sounds good. So the five of you plus Karen and Nicholas Jong are brought together at the library.
Okay. As soon as they arrive, I'm basically like, oh my dear ones, you look like you've had a total fright here. Sit, let me make, what can I get you both to drink? And then we can talk after. Oh, we also
nice comforting
have
tea, maybe.
Yes, tea. And I'm like, my colleague brought back some very nice baklava if you'd like some.
Their reactions are fairly muted, but they quietly take some, and you hear Nicholas say, Mom, where are we going to sleep? And she said, I don't know. Maybe we could get a hotel somewhere.
We'll get something for you.
Of course. I'm like, we're fairly practiced in getting people helping people land. Helping people find a soft place to land after getting out of a bad situation. So I sort of sit down and I'm like, I can't even imagine what this must have been like for the both of you. But I'm glad to see that you're both safe. I've been I've been filled in of some details from my colleagues, but I'd like to hear it from the both of you if I could. Obviously you wouldn't have come if you didn't feel like you wouldn't have come with us if you didn't feel like the situation had gotten out of control. What's been going on?
I tried to make it work. When I talked to those two girls about it, and they recorded me saying about it. I that night I did go, like I said, and I put the ashes on the mound, and nothing happened. I stood there outside and waited. One of the wasps flew around like before. They didn't bother me though, and eventually I gave up and went back inside the house and had a glass of wine, maybe a few glasses of wine, and finally passed out. And the next morning he was there. He was back, but I'm sorry. It was and it wasn't him.
I've been filled in on some of those details as well, so I won't make you relive that. But speaking about his behavior only, not his appearance, was he behaving as you remembered, or was there something incredibly different about him, or did he do something anything odd?
There were times when I don't know, whatever it was, some of its movements were definitely his, and it could be kind of gentle, but one time it hugged us and Nicholas got stung, and he moved so slowly and awkwardly. It was like he was fighting for every semblance of himself, and that thing in the backyard had some kind of hold over him.
How so?
When you guys came, whatever you did back there, he got agitated. He started banging on the window, but the way his body's changing, it kept moving and it kept shifting. It's like he could have, if he was substantial, he could have broken through the window and gone out there maybe to protect it, but he couldn't manage to get out on his own. It's like he's trapped in there, and I left him. Oh God, maybe we should go back. We left him there.
Ma'am, as I said, Ms. Joan, you did the right thing coming here. From what we saw and from what you're telling me, it sounds like this was a thoroughly unsafe situation for both you and Nicholas. And grief can sometimes make us do crazy things, and I completely understand wanting to see your husband again, but it sounds like whatever came back isn't even remotely what he used to be.
I just wanted to see him again, wanted to talk to him again.
I know. I can't decide if this would be a healing or a psychology role, as like trying to like console her, trying be like, I know this is really hard. It's going to be hard. Grief is not easy, especially since you're not only grieving the life you had, but you're grieving what you thought you were going to get back, and it turned out it didn't work. And
What's your goal?
I'm trying to make her feel better, or at least trying to sort of plant the idea in her head that while this is, while this hurts, and while you may have done something a little bit, well, ill-advised, that that really this had you're honestly not at fault for what's going on right now. Like, this has been going on, from what we can tell, before even, sorry, there's more going on here than you think. I'm not going to tell her that, though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But I just wanted to make sure she knew that, like, she's not at fault for, like, any of this.
I don't think you need a roll for that. Yeah, you're able to express that. She's listening to you, and the other four are probably sitting in the main area of the library, or I don't know if any of you are sitting in with Melanie as she's having this.
Rory's kind of like he's not in there obviously because Dr. Mel's the professional, but I mean it's a lot of it like thinking about the poor kid and losing his dad, and he lost his dad, and
is Mortimer with us?
I'm an orphan, and I was thinking
I'm not in the room when this.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll put this in the chat why I suggested to you three then. Yeah. I think that Beacon and Hal set it up for someone to die because they want to create these situations.
I don't know. But I saw it. Thom, whatever. It was half Thom, it was half those insects and the mound shifting all over. Whatever it is, it's unnatural. It needs.
They want to make people like that, so they're going to pick people where someone in the family is close. They're going to have a death, and they're going to create. They're manufacturing this situation.
I wouldn't be entirely surprised if the next Beacon and Hal employee was Thom.
Oh, maybe that's how they get the new employees too. Yeah,
put a suit on him. It's acting, at least. This is for pure speculation, but it does seem to be acting like a hive that is spreading,
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I think we need to do, if that's the case, is get rid of the hive we know of, and Thom. Get rid of that mound and Thom, and then go from there. At least we'll know that one thing is destroyed. I don't know if it'll get rid of the rest. I doubt it, but it's where I think we need to start.
Logistically, there's a big problem with that. We can't exactly go into a neighborhood with a bunch of gasoline and set something on fire.
Sure you can.
I mean, yeah, but we could get in a lot of.
Oh, just make it look like
it could all come back down on us.
A backyard patio fire, like that people do. They do bonfires in the back of their house.
They had a barbecue back there, didn't they?
Yeah.
They did.
There's neighbors.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should. As dangerous as it is, we need to check out the Beacon and Hal offices. They're the people behind this.
I think tomorrow we're going to have to do that. I think we're going to have to start staking them out tomorrow.
I sent in the group chat like just the general gist of what she was telling me, and then I sort of add, I agreed, a stakeout might be necessary now.
Well, the more information we have, the more we can figure out to do. I want to find out from Dr. Marsden tomorrow if there's an easy way to exterminate them. The poisons that Thom used are stuff that he could have gotten at Home Depot. There may be some far more effective things that can be used.
Do I get a full list of the stuff that he had tried from Karen, since she's right here?
Yeah, I think so. She lists off a handful of things. Yeah, and they're very much off the shelf kind of.
Okay. So I send those in the group chat in case, in case he needs to know what has been tried, what
didn't
hasn't.
work. Yeah.
Well, and remember, I can't remember if it was Rory or Sebastian. One of you found that a story online where a similar hive was killed with fire, was burnt out. So we know that fire will hopefully work.
Yeah. It should work. I mean, there's not really living things that can take fire and not be destroyed by them. I'm going to make a wild and crazy suggestion. If any of you are at some point going to try to approach that hive again. Now, don't ridicule or laugh at me, but I would like to try holy water.
Couldn't hurt.
Sure.
Maybe he had the hose out there. I think he may have tried to spray him away with water, but I mean, this is holy water. It's more blessed, so it could be. Considering what,
well, if it's something demonic, we heard a heartbeat.
Mhm.
I'm wondering what the queen of the hive is.
Right.
It could be something deep underground. We have no idea how deep that goes.
Right. Also, Seb, he's not as. Well, once he's available to see this, I put in the group chat, Seb, would it be possible? Could you look up something about like insect mounds beating hearts beating underground that are visible out?
I've been researching all of that completely,
and not finding much. Yes, it's no, it's certainly not something that happens in nature. That's for sure.
So what are we going to do about these two? They can't really stay in the library.
Well,
put them in
one of our homes, or are we going to get them a nice
Well,
hotel?
No.
We can use our connections with the university to get some dorm space for them for the night.
Put them in a hotel. Right. Put them in a hotel.
I was going to suggest one of Ethan's or my safe houses. We've got a few.
All right. Okay.
I put them in a random motel somewhere. Nobody will be able to find them.
Yeah, I think that would be best, especially given, they're obviously freaked out.
Surely she has
hotel will at least
relatives.
Be a little bit comforting.
Surely she has relatives that she can go back to, her parents or uncles and aunts or somebody.
Yeah, I think it's possible. She
tonight, just to get them out of that house.
Yes, and then put them on a bus tomorrow to Grandma's house or wherever where they would feel safe.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Before they go, Rory kind of really, he's kind of touched by the kid losing his dad because he's an orphan, so he's gonna give him some comic books, something to entertain him with. Unfortunately, all of Rory's comic books are things like Tomb of Dracula and Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, those are the best.
The best.
Those are awesome.
Marvel best.
Awesome.
He's gonna give them to him.
Give him some Batman. There's nothing about orphans or losing one's parents in there.
Not there.
Oh
no!
Batman was an orphan.
Okay, I'm gonna add 5 stress to Nicholas. No, I'm just.
Superman was an orphan.
Yeah, sounds good. Who's driving them over to the hotel or motel?
I think Rory would want to drive them just to make sure they're safe. But if anyone else wants to go as well.
I clasp him on the shoulder as they're heading into their car. Thank you. I think they're going to need it.
Is it evening at this point?
Yeah, it's evening. It's dark out. Everyone seems to be in the process of splitting up, unless we're also heading towards wrapping up. So I'm just kind of seeing where we end up. If you guys are going to continue acting on this into the night, or call it a day and come back to it the next day. As
I think tomorrow we have to hit the pavement with some doing some reconnaissance on Beacon and Howe. I really do kind of want to check out that other house that with the address, and eventually we're gonna have to deal with the I want to see where they're at, because this is bigger than just this family right now. I just want to see what's happening over there, see what happened and how it was handled. But
okay,
so we got.
I'm going to lock the specimens.
Okay.
In the vault.
Yep.
And then I'm going to retire to my apartment at the university, and make sure all the windows are very tightly closed.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I did the same thing.
I might stuff something under the door.
Yeah, I get home at my apartment. I do that as well. Stuff something under my door. Make sure all my windows and all that are sealed. And then I basically spend the rest of the night on the couch with my kitty in my lap, watching really trashy TV.
I would have so punted that cat.
Oh, yeah.
How about Sebastian Saint Laurent?
what would he do at this point? I think he would try to find some really scary movies of insects, maybe some classics like them, and kind of work it
Bug.
along. Bug, yeah. I think he wants to
Fly.
kind of give him.
The Fly.
He wants to inoculate himself with the fear a bit ahead of time, so he's going to watch some really and have some terrible.
Desensitize yourself to it.
I'm desensitizing myself. Oh yeah, I got to watch them crawl over that skin again. Yep, you're right. Oh
Phase
yeah.
4.
So we'll end on the note of the door to Ethan Caldwell's apartment opening as he steps back into his place. It's dark inside.
Flip on the lights. Pause before I go in to survey it. It's kind of a habit.
Yeah. Looking around, it seems at first like everything is as you left it.
I think I would. The family picture that changed before is still
Face down on the.
I had put it face down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over at that, making sure that it's still face down. If it is, I'd probably take a step or two towards it, curious to see what it looks like, but then probably think better of it, not wanting to know, and then just go into the kitchen, make myself something to eat, and try not to think of what I saw earlier.
Yeah, sounds good. And you, as you eat, you hear a muffled yelling and banging from the next apartment again for a little while before it just eases off and mull over the events of the day. And I think that's where we'll slowly have the scene or the screen go to black and to be continued.
Cool.
Awesome.
Our players included Joe Bardalis, Jen Obertaz, Tyler Hudak, Troy Lehman, and myself, with Mike McKen as the Game Master. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, where you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the horrors locked in the Magnus Archives. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.